Hello folks, I'm Josh McGehee here with another edition of Tuesday Talks with the Peacocks. This week I'm excited to welcome back the head coach for Upper Iowa men's basketball, head coach Brooks McKowen. Coach, thanks again for taking the time to speak with us this week.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Josh.
So at this point in the season, you guys are about midway through. You're coming off of wins versus Bemidji State and versus Minnesota Crookston. Talk to me about where you guys are at right now at this point in the season with the team.
I like where we're at. We're in the hunt, and that's all you can ask for this part of the year. We've had some ups and downs. We've had some games go our way, some late game heroics, some get beat on some buzzer beaters. So I like where we're at. We're in a position to make a run at a title, and that's what you want. We know we've got a lot of basketball left and some good basketball teams to play, but I like how we're playing. I thought we played really well this weekend. We took some steps forward. I think we're getting better each week, and it kind of came together this weekend. We did some things more consistently, I guess you would say. So I like where our team's at. We need to continue to improve, though, if we were going to have a chance at this thing, but we're excited about the final stretch.
So, Coach, of course, coming off of these big wins this past weekend, getting back home at Dorman, you guys have faced a little bit of adversity here at this point in the year, but you've been able to right the ship. Talk to me about working with this group and how they've found a way at different points of the season to overcome adversity.
Yeah, we've got a lot of veterans on the team still. Now we've mixed in some younger guys that are playing, but anytime you've got some upperclassmen and some older guys that have been through the grind, they're going to be able to handle some adversity. And we always kind of talk about learning from your mistakes and not making the same mistakes over again. And I think we're getting to a point of the year where we're doing that. Basketball is a crazy game as you look at the conference and who's winning on what night. We know this is a tough league. We know there's going to be some nights that go your way and others that don't. It's just making sure you show up every day, compete, and find a way to get better so that you're ready for the next game.
Well, Coach, this week, Jake Hilmer, for the second time this season, nominated for Player of the Week in the NSIC South. Talk to me about what you've seen from him at this point in the year, how much he has grown on both sides of the ball and as a leader for your guys' team.
Yeah, Jake stepped into a big role for us. He's been a great player for us the last 3 years. It's not like he hasn't been doing things very well. Those awards are awesome, and he'll be the first to tell you that he appreciates them. It's a team thing, though. The one thing Jake's doing is he takes what the defense gives him. If they're going to give him his shots or play one-on-one with him, he's pretty efficient. He can score the basketball. But I think he's done a really good job of when the teams try to take him away of not forcing shots and not making it tough on himself and just finding other guys. He is a point guard, and he's leading our team in assists, and he does a great job getting guys easies, and he's got to continue to do that. And then this last weekend I thought was one of his best weekends of the year defensively. He was aggressive, he was active, he was early in gaps, he was communicating better. I think he kind of finally put together a full weekend on both ends, and it definitely showed in some of his numbers.
Well, Coach, of course, now this upcoming weekend, you guys continue going up against NSIC North opposition. This time it'll be out on the road versus the University of Minnesota Duluth and St. Cloud State. Talk to me about expectations for those matchups and what you guys want to emphasize going up against those teams.
Yeah, it's always tough on the road in this league. There's no gimmies out there, and going into Duluth is going to be a battle. We had some unbelievable games against them last year. They've got a lot of their same guys back, a lot of their production back. We know it's going to be a tough game. They don't lose many games at home, and they haven't lost many games altogether this year. It's a very, very talented team and roster. We feel like we match up well against them, and we're confident going into the game, and we're looking forward to the challenge. I think our guys will be ready to play and have a little edge to them, just as always. And then Cloud is a new coach, a few new players in there. They do definitely different than they've been the past 20 years with who has been coaching there forever, it seems like. So it's going to be a different team. They're not the same Cloud that they've been in the past, but he's got those guys playing extremely hard. They play together. They make it tough on you. So we know that's going to be a tough one. Their record might not show the type of team they are right now, but anytime you get a new coach and new players, it takes a while to learn a system and learn the way they want to play. So they've been competing. They've been in a lot of games, and they've found a way to win some games here too. So we know both games are going to be tough, but we're excited for the trip. I know our guys are ready to get back on the court.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend versus the Bulldogs and the Huskies. And as always, thanks for taking the time to speak with us here this week.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Josh.
I'm Josh McGehee. Go Peacocks.